y'all all touched on this, and these questions seem to touch on it also. And this question will begin with you, Mr. Eccles, and it's, will you try to control the spending on the $3.6 million annex building that the taxpayers didn't get to vote on? And how will you change the spending habits that the current Commissioners Court maintains? And specifically, the unsafe building conditions have caused the Commissioners Court to put their solution in motion, specifically the new building adjacent to the courthouse. Basically, do you support that direction activity, and why? And if you don't, what alternate plan do you propose? Which, again, lends itself to how are you going to control the spending, specifically regarding the building?
That is a very difficult thing to answer because we are looking at a primary election, March 2nd, and a general election, November 3rd, and that building's almost going to be finished by then unless we can do something to stop it. On May 11th, I wrote this letter. May 11th, I wrote this letter to Judge Kendall. I have a copy of it, and I am suggesting to him that if they're going to build that annex, it should not cost more than $2,268,000, and that they should get rid of the architect, which they have seriously overpaid at, I believe it's $271,000 last figure I had, maybe more than that, and they're continuing to pay. So, what am I going to do about it? I'm not sure. I know I'm going to have to beg ignorance until I get there and see what we can do, if we can get some legal assistance to. But I have no authority between now and November to do anything to stop that building, other than encourage people that do have the authority to stop it. But other than that, I don't know how to answer that question.
Thank you. Mr. Ellie, same question.
We're not out of this fight yet. There's a pending lawsuit on appeal, which I've been privy to some extent. This $3.6 million building that you think is going to cost $3.6 does not have a courtroom, does not have a parking lot. It's going to be $4.2 before it's over. Delay as much as we can. You bet if I can get in there before it's done, I'm going to try to cut cost and make the building we need. And while we're talking about it, they did not give other alternatives a good opportunity. There were people in this community that volunteered building for 5 years just to pay the taxes, to move our county employees in, save tax dollars, and do what we could do with the courthouse to bring it up to par. And that was not done. So no, we're not out of this fight. And I'm going to continue on like I've been doing for not just 3 or 4 months, but about 10 or 11 months, trying to change the situation and save the Karnes County taxpayers money. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.